Well, Ivy Preparatory Academy was founded in 2007. We were founded with our Gwinnett County campus. We are the first Georgia state public charter school for girls. We founded our Kirkwood campus, which we are here now, in 2011. As we serve students in the Atlanta public school area as well as the DeKalb County school system. Every year we decorate our school with positive affirmations for our girls because we want to focus on our sisterhood, scholarship, and service. We're sisters first. We're scholarship because we are school, and service because we're in an area that we need to focus on our community.
My name is Derek Bolton. I'm the Director of Operations for Ivy Preparatory Academy. I have previous charter school experience in operations. I came across the opportunity to work with Ivy and kind of relished the opportunity. I
don't think anybody was prepared for a pandemic. Especially the school system. So, you know, in February, we started getting news of sicknesses and illnesses, and, you know, schools had to react very quickly. So when March came around and we started getting notifications from the State Department and the Department of Education, we had to react. We had parents calling, we had staff, you know, concerned, we had students concerned.
This year obviously has an unusual start to it with the COVID restrictions and with the rates, the infection rates in our area being as they are.
We definitely have been following what some other counties have done with their reopening plans.
Atlanta as a whole and Georgia in general, we've seen where other schools have opened up on time or a little bit delayed, had students come into the building, and then ultimately within a week or two end up having to shut down because infection has taken place and it has spread throughout the school. Being able to keep the virus out of the building.
When it comes to their concerns, it falls with finances, it falls with health concerns and safety, and Ivy has done everything it can to make sure that we have every safety precaution in place.
So the resounding sentiment from our parents that they were concerned about the safety of their scholars and their children and didn't want them primarily to come into the school without a very secure plan.
Even right now with visitors coming in, we regularly tempt them. We ask their questions. We have a health screening. Masks are required to enter this building. We have a minimum amount of people who can be in this building at one time.
Thus far, we've had our nurse to kind of be the lead in our charge in an attempt to keep our building and our staff safe. So she personally takes the temperatures of each person that comes into the building, staff, vendors, visitors.
We definitely did not want to put our dear nurse Sharit in harm's way. So the research to find a thermal scanner was forefront for us. And luckily we were able to start a great partnership with TempDefend.
Step closer to 4 feet. Step closer to stand complete.
Yep, and in real time, this is recording statistics as well. I verified with my colleague that on the back end, it's seeing statistics in real time.
Okay. Pretty cool system. First time you experience it.
We appreciate the fact that we are able to customize the system.
I think it's more important now than ever.
One feature that we really like is that it is password protected because with HIPAA, it does help that no matter who the person is, their information is protected. We feel like everybody doesn't need to know if you have any particular symptoms when you walk through the building and what your temperature is. There are a lot of features that the scanner has that are very helpful to us that a regular thermometer does not.
They have to get their temperature scanned to kind of step in front of the scanner and have their temperature taken automatically.
You can choose between thermal scanning or facial view.
I think it's extremely helpful and beneficial to have the TempDefend system, where there's a touchless temperature scan, where in real time the temperatures are logged into a database.
Because when I came in, your receptionist asked me a couple of the questions. We have a version of this that actually automates the questions, and you have to answer the questions before it even will get to the screen.
Okay. The way we have our system set up in here at Ivy Prep, our first point of contact will be the TempDefend system, and then it is a good 10, 12 feet away from the first person who a visitor would meet. That allows that temperature to be taken at a socially distanced distance and keep our staff safe again.
I'm happy because it keeps you from having to come and get that close to everybody. And then, you know, maybe the only thing you're actually doing is asking their name.
Okay.
Or that kind of thing.
You would not have to be in close contact with someone who may carry the COVID-19 virus. So now she can stay in safe proximity from a carrier, see their temperature. If they have any symptoms, she can ask them to leave the building, and basically continue to stay safe. Like everybody else, she has a family that she has to protect when she leaves this building every day.
I'm extremely excited to kind of lessen her chance of exposure by having the TempDefend system in our school.
It's very hard to contact trace right now. You don't know who children are interacting with when they're not in the building, when they're with their families, when they're at home and in their neighborhoods. And you can see how quickly it spreads. So one child can come infected and 2 days later, an entire classroom has to go home, and now you're shutting down a school with 500 students.
Information tiles that are kind of flipping through, these are just CDC things, but like we can put our own tiles there.
Okay.
We also can have it ask the questions, like the 4 questions that you have to ask.
Okay.
As we kind of move into a more paperless society, so to speak, and certainly hands-free and touch-free interaction, I think that this kind of falls in line with it. And I'm definitely confident that it will help our staff be a little safer as we navigate and move and work through our building.
Within the portal, you'll see the temperature read, and you'll see a pass-fail. And then if the system does register a high temperature, you can have it kicked to an email address.
We have a weekly newsletter called our Ivy Vine, so we definitely will be letting our parents know through Ivy Vine that we have this new system in place. We're excited. I know that our administrative team is very excited. I am excited about this new system. I actually can't wait to go stand in front of it, get my temperature scanned. But I know that they will definitely be excited to know that we have this system in place, and just see that we are taking the necessary precautions to make sure that when they do enter our building and when their children enter our building, that we as a team and as a community are taking the necessary precautions to make sure that their children will be safe.
In the online web manager, what you'll be able to do is you can change the color of this and customize the bar. We have just the CDC
General information.
Yep, the CDC general information right now. But if you wanted to customize anything else, you definitely could.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
We will certainly be alerting all of our friends, all of our staff, and all of our families to our new system.
And complete. Thank you.
myself. So.